know when you see like an actor on TV or in a movie and you think like, I know that guy. Yeah. I know him from somewhere, but you don't know their name, and you definitely like just kind of know their face.
That's right. Well, this week, TCR reporter Kelly Hansen sat down with actor Anthony Rapp. Okay,
looks super familiar.
Right, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So his resume very long, and fans of musical theater and even '80s movies know him well.
Ooh.
Currently, he's playing Lucas in the Broadway musical If Then, now on tour through Sunday at the Orpheum Theater in Minneapolis. Well, guess what? Kelly's going to introduce us to the man you didn't know you knew so well.
So here I go. If Then, starring Anthony Rapp and Idina Menzel, took Broadway by storm in 2014. Now on tour, its lead is a face familiar to the original show.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Anthony Rapp is widely known for playing Mark Cohen 20 years ago in the original cast of Rent.
How do you document real life when real life's getting more like fiction each day?
We think about Rent, that's the iconic Broadway show. People want to see Rent on Broadway. What was that like to help bring that to what it is today?
Well, when we started Rent, it was a very small off-Broadway show that we were doing in a 150-seat theater, never thinking it would be on Broadway.
He's the first ever Mark in Rent, now played by actors across the globe, hundreds, possibly thousands of times. But he's here in town playing another original role. No turning back, no turning back.
Tell me, maybe in a nutshell, describe the show.
Elizabeth is a woman who's been in an unhappy marriage, who moves back to New York. She's divorced now. She's moved back to New York to start her life over, to reboot. It starts the day that she comes back, and I play Lucas, her old college friend. We also hooks up with her new friend Kate that she just met moving to New York. It's a very simple little decision at the very beginning to either go off with me and do something or go off with Kate and do something. And that little decision winds up having this profound ripple effect on the course of her life. And the show jumps back and forth between these two alternate timelines.
What is it like to take the show on the road like this?
It's like we have a little secret jewel that we're getting to share with the country because it's, it's not super famous. We feel very proud of it, and we feel like it's something really special, and it's sort of like coming in a little bit under the radar, which is a nice way to come in because then you can take people by surprise a little bit.
You know a woman that my 3- and 6-year-olds know. They know her voice.
Let it go, let it go.
Idina Menzel, you have worked with her numerous times. You've known her for more than 20 years.
Her work is always incredibly authentic. Like, there's some actors you watch and you can feel them working. Mm-hmm. When I watch Idina, it's not to say that she transforms into character. It's not that she's playing herself, but it's very, very truthful and honest and authentic and in the moment. And that's how she is offstage.
Well, I can't not ask you about one of my favorite movies. That was your first movie, Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah.
I mean, I was shocked to learn that was you.
Are you gonna let him get away with that?
Some things that I've worked on over the years that sort of fade into the background because they're not as popular or whatever, and then that's something that has remained really popular that people still talk about. And at the time when it was released in 1987, so it's almost 30 years, it did fine, but it wasn't like a big hit. It did, it did okay. And there are films that came out that year that did better, but that everybody's forgotten about, and there's this thing called Adventures in Babysitting that lives on. I think that's really cool.
But what we think is cool is seeing this legendary Broadway actor play an original role right here on stage in Minneapolis.
While he's in town, you might see him out and about. Anthony told Kelly that he loves the food here in the Twin Cities, and he's already taken a yoga class here. All right.
Be like, hey, Adventures in Babysitting.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's doing yoga next to him. If Then, the musical runs through Sunday at the Orpheum Theater. Tickets can be purchased online, and we've posted a link at twincitieslive.com for you.
Looks good.
Shark Tank. It's Friday night. It's Shark Tank night.
I love Shark Tank
I love
night.
Shark Tank night.